Hey, what's up? I just wanted to add to a video, kind of just agree with a video that Dreams Within Dreams made. I'll put it below. It's titled something along these lines, like Entering Realities Through Water. And it was a great video, as always. You know, and I wouldn't be nearly as far in my research if it wasn't for her. I'm very thankful for what she's put out on the internet and the stuff that she shared. And you know she must be on the right track because she gets more shit than anybody I know on YouTube. And I'm thankful that she hasn't quit. But she was talking about in that video how it really does seem that whenever these guys talk about going through different realities or entering different dimensions, there is water involved. Water is the medium. And in another video, she was talking about how, and this is a good point too, about when you're born, you know, when you're born through water. But in the video below, because I can't remember which one she said that in, it was another one recently, but in the video I'm talking about specifically, she shows you know, Stargate, the movie Stargate, and she's right, whenever that thing is activated, it really does look like a giant pool. And then she showed a part from another movie called Contact with Jodie Foster, and I haven't seen that movie, and I need to. Man, there's so many people that say that movie's loaded with stuff, and it certainly looks that way. And I have it on the TV here, I just haven't watched it, but it's super long, and I haven't had the time. But she shows how Jodie Foster like gets into a big machine, and then she goes underwater, and there's, you know, then she's off in another reality or another dimension, whatever you want to call it. But this is from a movie 1987 called Prince of Darkness, made by John Carpenter, and that's the same guy who did Halloween. I mean, that guy knows what's up. But I just wanted to show you this. All right, this is about a movie about the spirit of Satan and Satan himself being released onto the earth. Basically, all the stuff with CERN that we've been talking about, right? But just check this out, right? So he's got this lady pulling him through what is a doorway now. It was a mirror before, but now it's a doorway. And you can see his big, huge hand there, right? Because those guys with the claws and everything, because those guys are supposed to be giants or whatever. But see him pulling, this lady's pulling him through because she's possessed. This lady stops, boom, and where they go? Diving into water, into another reality or another dimension or whatever you want to call it. And then there you go, here's the same story, breaking the connection, cutting us off, right? Closing the door. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. And this movie's loaded with all sorts of stuff too. It's pretty killer, actually. But there is some real truth to this whole water being a medium going through dimensions and realities. Follow light right there. And then I wanted to read you this. I'll put this below because you can actually watch this video or the whole episode online for free on YouTube. It's the last episode of the Twilight Zone, and it's called the Bewitching Pool. It was the last episode of the original Twilight Zone. All right, and I'm just going to read you the plot. Sport, Sherwood, and her younger brother Jeb live in a large, expensive house, but their parents are both cold and sensitive and self-centered. While Sport and Jeb are sitting beside their swimming pool, Whit, a young boy in a Huckleberry Finn straw hat, pops up from the deep end of their pool and invites them to follow him. The children follow him by diving underwater, only to come back in a swimming hole bordering a rustic, simple homestead. An assortment of children are playing in the yard of the house in contrast to their lavish home of neglect and insults. They are welcome and loved from the moment they arrive at this humble children's paradise. So these kids 1 minute are in this, not so nice place. They dive in some water in a pool. They come up and they're in paradise. So I'll leave that below. It's a pretty cool episode. Just seems right to me, man. And there's countless. There's countless more examples of this, but it's just funny because I was watching this movie about 2 weeks ago, and I think it was early last week or something like that, she made that video, and I just happened to remember this scene. You know, they break the glass and cut the connection, and they dive through water. So, and then this Bewitching Pool episode I saw a long time ago. But cool stuff. So thanks to her again for putting that video out, and thanks to everybody for supporting me and for supporting her if you do, because she's awesome. All right, see you later.